57 is Lucas Giolito. I think you just have to kind of revisit what we were saying going into 2024 because a lot of that still holds in terms of,
Yeah.
Giolito was not as great as he had been before, but he really wasn't terrible until he got traded across the country. He was going through some off-field personal stuff that he had mentioned at the end of the year, and the numbers pre and post trade are starkly different. He basically just the season cratered. He was excited to join the Red Sox. He liked the plan they had put together for him in terms of like getting him back on track. He got hurt. He looked good in spring. Had a huge velo bump, which may have been part of the reason that he got hurt. And he underwent surgery. They are expecting him to be ready for the start of the season. However, as I blurbed for Roto World and as I pointed out in Arizona, if Giolito throws under 140 innings, the Red Sox get the option of having a team option for him for 2026 for just $14 million. $14 million for a pitcher of Giolito's caliber in today's Major League Baseball is a really good deal. I would say barring the Red Sox acquiring so many starting pitchers that they feel like they don't need Giolito, I would be surprised if he hit 140 innings because I think the Red Sox would want to give that option. So just expect there to be an innings limit, but I think he's still a solid pitcher, and I bought into the bounce back coming into this year, so I'll buy into it a little bit next year as well.
It's an internal brace again for Giolito. So he got his at the end of March. So it's I want to say like 3 weeks or so earlier than Strider. And I would imagine they're going to space this out so that when he comes back, he's just going and it will be under 140 innings because of that. So I would think like May 15th, something along those lines, June 1st. That's my expectation for Giolito. I think he's going to help. I think he's going to be really good. We've seen high strikeout rates, 25% plus from him. He used to be a workhorse. This is also the perfect example of like everyone's a workhorse until they're not. And I also really like his fit with the Red Sox being a secondary focused changeup guy, as opposed to the four seamer at 60% of the time. He throws it already 42% in 2023. And it was at 48% the previous year. You could see it to 35% or so. And you might even see him get a cutter because he has a slider that isn't quite absurdly good. It's like a 15%, 16% swing strike rate the last 2 years. That was 22 and 23 for Giolito. I like it because I think you're going to get wins here. I think you're going to get just a solid pitcher when he does return. And I kind of want to favor slightly the fact that you don't get this for a month so you can get the roster spot for April. I think it's really nice, honestly, a little bit. I know I'm kind of wild in that take, but for someone that I don't need it all right away, it is kind of nice to be able to balance that because I know I will want it later. And you'll have a better idea of what your rotation is like then. And it's still going to be just 140 innings. So might as well miss that time in the beginning of the year.